Oh, get ready, guys. We're gonna get it. The next purple achievement. Yeah! Chapter 2 fully complete. Off camera, I went and made sure that we were totally freaking done with it. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. Welcome back to Create Above and Beyond. In the last episode, we got our assembly line for mechanisms even further into precision mechanisms. However, I've made a change because I hated the way I did it. It was messy, I couldn't get it to look nice off camera, and I realized that, you know what, this next chapter is going to give us unlimited item transportation effectively for free. Well, not effectively for free, we have to do the entire chapter, but once we do the chapter, we'll have Ender Chest technology. So, we're going to hold off on automating this. Besides, 411 should be enough. Instead, we are going to do our best to get through Chapter 3 as best as we can. And, yeah, it's looking a little bit more complicated than the last one. We are going to be working towards induction coils and getting into some strange magic. Something else we need to be, looking out for is the auto hammer for Invar. It's going to be a big one. And we're going to want to make these stockpile switches because a few of them kind of involve dropping items onto the ground. And you don't want to backstack or overflow or anything like that. So we'll need to be making a stockpile switch, and we're actually going to demonstrate how that looks right now. All you need is a brass machine, and you can cut them into some content observers. In fact, we can then... or content observers. That's not correct. Do I not... Oh no, I made content observers, not stockpile switches. Alright, let's try that again. Make yourself a brass machine, put it in the thing, make sure you are actually looking at a stockpile switch. There we go. And then we can get ourselves some of these handy dandy redstone links. And there's all the preliminaries taken care of. And taking our stockpile switch, I'm actually going to use it to make the tree farm work a little better. I know it's broken again. I need to waterlog the water because it just keeps destroying itself. But we are going to be using this handy dandy switch to clutch the fan so that the coal stops cooking when this thing fills up. So if we place it facing inwards, we can open up a little GUI. Well, that's interesting. I don't think it's facing in the right direction. Hold on. This should be a lot higher. I wonder if it can't access the contents of the drawer from the front. You would think it would be able to. Oh, this is a pickaxe thing. This drawer is in a pretty bad place for this. I might just have to move it one back. Actually, I don't really want to move it one back. I don't want to move it one back, do I? Yeah, they definitely work on drawers. But not the fronts of them. You know what? Who needs ore processing, right? I don't need ore. Why are we being strange? Why are we being tricky? Is this correct? Well, as far as I can tell from Googling, these just don't work on drawers. That's sad. Oh, that's not what we're going to be doing today anyways. We are going to be starting right up here with slimy ferns. We need to find each of the 3 slimy ferns because they're magical, and they will help us produce gunpowder, ender dust, and bone meal, all of which are needed. Just to go over this quest line, because this is a lot less straightforward than the other ones, we need to infinitely create crushing wheels of all things, and crush the crushing wheels into singularities. We then need to blow up a singularity with an ender dust to create a quantum entangled singularity, okay? So that's why we need the sand, the cobble, the sticks, right? We then need to take the bone meal to bone meal some flowers to mix the quantum entanglements, or to press it with a dye, okay? The dye turns it into a chromatic singularity. We crush the chromatic singularity into little, I don't know, colorful balls. We distill the colorful balls into purple balls. We craft the purple balls into purple ingots. We light those up to turn them into glowing ingots. We press them into sheets, we mechanical craft them into radiant things, and then we have ourselves the inductive mechanism. So, you know, easy, right? So we need to go find ourselves these ferns. And funny enough, we do know where one type of the fern is. We found it while exploring, and I think you can see them pretty easily on your map, right? They have this very distinct look to them. I guess not? Huh, yeah. Not seeing them. Well, that brings me to my next point. We should get the interactive minimap set up because there's a really cute little interactive minimap mod installed. I'm sure some of you guys have actually seen it before. It's very easy to get. I think it looks adorable. I've never really used it before, but you know what? There's a first time for everything. You just need a compass and a book, and we should be good. All I need to do is whip up some food, and we will be ready to explore. But here is the atlas. Oh, look at it. Look at this little guy. This is a little atlas guy. You get a little compass view. You can see the blocks around you. So we can add a marker here. This will be home. Actually, no. We'll make it a bed. Home. Done. So now on our little mini map, we'll always know where home is. I'm going to leave my crate stuff here, though. No point in dying with, you know, my wrench and goggles and losing all that stuff. That would be sad. Oh, these guys are back. The captain's in my sheep pen. Are you serious? Dude, don't shoot my sheep, man. Thank you. Alright, hey, don't shoot my cows either. No! Oh, I'm sorry, cows. Yeah, at least I can turn them into money, I suppose. You know, I don't know why I was so stressed about the cows. I do kind of need to kill them right now. The meal I'm going to be making does involve beef. You know, I'd like to crit on them, but they're pushing me around so much I can't. There we go. Nice number divisible by 8. Why are there more of these guys? It's infinite pillagers, man. Infinite pillagers. Ugh. Alrighty, that's all the food cooked up, so I can actually go and make it. Boop, there we go. Farmer's Delight gives you some really cool options. For those of you who don't remember, this gives nourishment for 3 minutes, which means you don't lose any hunger, no matter what you do. So, pretty exciting. I'm pretty sure we just need to head in this direction to get to the first set of slimy boys. And I've got iron, right? Yep, I got iron, I got wood, I got food, I got shears. We got everything we need for this adventure. Hopefully we can find all the slimy bits quickly. Actually, you know what? Let's try something, though. Get off my machines. Seriously, get off of them. Are you gonna break my machines? Hold on. Are you messing with one of my weighted ejectors, dude? Oh my gosh, he totally was messing with a weighted ejector. I so need to get the mega torches. I could do it right now even. I'm not gonna, because we have adventuring to do. Alright, no one left a mess on any of my belts, huh? Aha, yes indeed. I was right about the position of the slimes. Okay, so these slimy ferns, these green slimy ferns are of course very important. I'm going to pick up as much as we can get. We will be duplicating them, but I think it might be a good idea to get as much as possible. Oh, and I forgot to do a thing that I wanted to do, and that was stupid in me, so I have to go all the way back home because you need redstone for it. Got distracted by the ding-dang villagers, or the pillagers. The illagers? Are they pillagers or illagers? Or are they pillagers by trade, illagers by species? Hey, why did you stop? What caused this furnace engine to cease functioning, huh? That's not good. How did that even happen? Okay, you know, one problem at a time. I have to stay focused. I need to stay focused on the slimy ferns. The reason I ran all the way back here is because I'm thinking that potentially a mod called Nature's Compass might be able to help. I don't actually know if the Nature's Compass will do anything for us, but I believe if you do this to a compass, nope. Right, you need to throw some saplings into the mix as well. Or 4 saplings. Okay, so if you do this to a compass, you'll be able to track biomes. I wonder if slime... Nope. Well, okay. that was quickly answered. I suppose those aren't biomes, they're more set pieces. Alright, back to adventuring. I suppose we already went in that direction, so I don't know. We'll go ahead and this direction, past the big hole. The big hole will lead us to victory. You know, I know this would be a lot easier with Elytra, but I don't want to go and, like, beat the entire game right now. I feel like that's a little excessive. I'm not sure, though. Hopefully this doesn't take too terribly long, especially considering I will have to walk back home. Hello, Badlands. Kind of cool. I come across one. Oh, I need to eat. You know, something tells me that going into desert biomes is not the right place to be looking for slimy stuff, so I'm gonna try to get out of here. It's nice to have another Badlands on the map. They're weirdly common in this world for some reason. But yeah, I don't feel like desert is the right way to go with this. There, I also just turned fog off. That might make it easier to explore. Also, what is that? What is this biome? Hold on. Oh, this is going to be a long episode, guys. This is going to be an episode of me getting distracted a lot. Whoa. This is a funky looking place. Interesting. Very cool. Strange. What does it show up on this guy? So kind of counts it as Savannah. Alright. What is that? Oh, jeez. This is not an episode where I'm meant to be getting completely distracted, but there's so many cool things in this mod pack, and I need to see them. Oh, it's an ocean Is this an ocean monument? It's pretty small for an ocean monument. Well, that's a lot of Trident drones. Alright. Oh, wait. That's slimy stuff. Glad I checked the map. Wow, that's pretty visible. I actually think that might be it then, because if you have two of them, you can transmute the ferns with runes, and I'm pretty sure we have a rune left over. Runes, by the way, they're just something you mine up out of the ground. The big old mining machine took care of that. Yeah. This is the blue one. Alright, well, I believe this way is home. And if we find the purple one on the way, even better. But if not, I think we're good. There's home! There's the factory! This was a fun little excursion. I do hope we are going to be able to transmute these ferns, because I kind of don't want to run around on foot looking for the purple one. This took longer than I thought it would, but once we have them, they're infinite, much like the quartz. We're not going to have a problem making more of them, and it's a fun little machine to make more of them, too. Okay, moment of truth. Please have a rune. Yes, we even add extras. So I'm pretty sure if you take a rune here, take a fern there, take a fern there. Maybe I did it wrong. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Leaves. Got it. It does work. You just have to cut them. Even better. Won't lie, I was feeling pretty afraid. But this cutting is actually kind of the core of how we're going to be duplicating them. Essentially, we'll be able to turn leaves back into ferns. So, they're infinite, which is fun. So now we can do our little fern transmutation. Boom, slimy fern leaf. And if you're wondering how we're going to get it all the way to a regular slimy fern, we need to get this thing called Spirit Fire, which we actually need something called a Devil's Dream fruit. We have picked up, or sorry, Demon's Dream. Demon Dream. We have picked up some Demon's Dream stuff. On the way, I'm going to convert some of these seeds into bone meal so that it's just easier to, get it fast, and then we're gonna grow this up and throw it into fire. All right, so we got our Demon's Dream, we got our bone meal, blup, blup, blup. There you go. It looks like a little fishy. I like it. Boop. They're cute. I think this is a cute little fish plant. I don't know why it's called Demon's Dream, but that's what it is. When we throw it through fire, it will become amazing and stupendous. And here's the thing. I don't know where I want to put this next installment of the factory. Because I know the factory is going to become extremely freeform once we finish this chapter, right? With the ability to transmit items infinitely everywhere all the time. Very excited about that. Where to put this? Well, what I've been thinking is perhaps to do this chapter a bit ragtag, since I know that so many problems with our factory are going to be fixed by this chapter, and it's probably going to spark almost an entire factory redesign. So I think I'm going to do it ragtag, okay? I think we're going to do this like we did chapter 1, right? It's going to be a bit of a mess, it's going to be a bit of all over the place. However, it will then become extremely efficient. Like all of chapter 1, I don't know if any of you remember this, all of chapter 1 is encased in this plot of land here. This is all chapter 1. So I kind of want to do the same thing to chapter 3. Wow, I should turn fog back on. Okay, that mess is hidden. Nice. But yeah, I think we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to grab some latent netherrack. I'm sure we've got some laying around, and we're going to start playing with fire. Okay, so netherrack on the ground, fire on the ground, Demon's Dream. Okay, I think you have to throw the demon dream on the ground, and then, okay, alright, well, excuse me. Alright, well, we're gonna throw it in, and don't worry, we didn't just burn it, we just, turned it back into a slimy fern. So we can sit here and duplicate our ferns by cutting them, turning them into fire, cutting them again, and every single time you do that, it doubles them up, which is amazing. Yeah, it makes a fun little sound too. This is magic, baby. That being said, it's kind of slow magic, and I want to convert each of these into a stack. So I'm just gonna get. Suppose I could sit here and get a machine set up, huh? Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Change your mind. While I dispatch of these fools, I'll do the Q&A of the day coming in from the Discord. As always, today, Raging Toad asks, since I like the rain and live in such a hot, dry state, why don't I move? Money? I can't afford it. I can't even afford a house where I am. I certainly can't afford a house somewhere else. Unfortunately, that would be why I don't move. And you know what? I don't dislike it here. It's a nice place, you know? I don't mind the desert, but yeah, I'd probably be happier somewhere else. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know why I lit this spirit fire over here if I knew I would be moving it to somewhere, like, with power. Yeah. Well, I'll just leave this here. I don't know. Guess I want to use it again. Okay, welcome to my creative testing world. Because I sat down to do this contraption and realized I kind of don't have an idea about how to do this contraption. So we are going to work on this together. I will show you what we're going to try to do. We're actually going to try to get this whole line figured out, right? From fern to being cut to being crushed and regrown and then processed. Because the one weird thing is, so, you know, we all know the process. The process is pretty easy, right? We have a fern. We're going to cut that fern into slimy fern leaves. The slimy one leaf is going to turn back into the fern, but the other is going to be crushed into fern blend. And then this has to be slapped onto a campfire or a stove. Now, I don't know, first and foremost, what the difference is between the two. Can a stove hold more? It can hold 6 instead of 4. Well, it takes longer on a stove than it does on a campfire, doesn't it? Like, I'm pretty sure they'll finish even around the same time, or this will still finish faster. I don't know. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the slowest part for sure. But it does turn into a stack. Yeah, I feel like it's about as fast on a campfire as it is on a stove. I think I'd rather use campfires since 64 is divisible by 4. So that's what we're going to try to figure out here. And the first thing we need to do, obviously, is the loop. So we're going to have our depot here. We're going to have this guy, who will be the knife. And then we need some way, of course, to transport items in and out. So this gentleman will take leaves out, and this will take Ferns in. And let's see, because this gets annoying and it won't process properly, right? Like if I give it a knife, whoop, okay, and I slap it in, right, and I slap an entire stack of fern on these things. Can I tell it to wait until there are 64 leaves on this thing? Because I'd like to do this in batches of 64, right? Get full stacks taken care of. Because that feels more efficient. Oh, and whoop, there we go. Wait. Are we actually going to do something good? Oh, sweet. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Kind of cool. So then we know we're going to have to pull our items out and also be able to put our items back in. At some point here, we're going to take ourselves a brass tunnel to split the output, right? And we're going to want to pull that, I'm sure, this way. Bam. Okay. So these guys are then going to go to a crushing wheel. We'll worry about that later. What I really want to find out is what to do about this spirit fire thing. Because that feels a little tough to me, because as far as we've seen, when it goes into the spirit fire, it like hangs in the center. Oh, fan. Yeah. Spirit fire goes there. Fan. The fan fixes everything, man. You ever having a problem? A fan is probably going to fix it. Because then this fan will just blow the items onto this item belt and suck it back in. And then we can use a gearbox to power both of these belts because they're going to go in opposite directions. In fact, but it'll power this belt too. Does that work though? We need a lefty rotation there. Lefty there, righty there. I think this actually works. I think this is what we call in the business heckin' elegant. My girlfriend laughed at me from across the room for saying that. Let's see, though. If I pull this belt out this way, slap a shaft in here, bring the chain drive there, that powers that. Ooh, that's sad. Ooh, that hurts. That feels bad. These are going in opposite directions of each other, but they're going in the wrong opposite directions of each other. It's what we call in the business not heckin' elegant. Oh, that's what the problem is. Oh, we want to power this with the exact same rotational force. Got it. Okay, that's the conundrum. Ooh. What if we hit him with this? Uh-huh. See, that works. Problem. I can't do this anymore because that causes a break. Well, then what if we hit him with this? Do we have to hit him with this? There we go. Okay. That's not too bad. So we just pull this belt out, one out that way as a means to move power. Okay, that's not too bad. The footprint of this is one block bigger than I think I'd want it to be, but I'm not going to fuss. I got no fuss. Okay. So then all we have to do is grab some power for our fan and hope that it's blowing in the right direction. Good lord. I forget they blow so hard. Make sure we have a stopper block there because that'd be a sad thing to lose. And I think that's it. I think that's the loop, right? If we take a stack of that, it's gonna do its thing, right? Yep. There we go. Whoa! Okay, okay. I want to see that again. Okay, there needs to be blocks here. Understood. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna just do that. Let's try that. Looks like the knife isn't breaking. I don't know if that's because it's netherite or anything like that. Cool, and if it backs up, it, oh no, wait. It didn't convert. Is that a speed thing? Do we need the fan to push slower? It was a speed thing, and I spent the next, 20 to 30 minutes doing some mental gymnastics about chain drives and content observers and redstone links and clutches, and it was a complete logistical nightmare. It took me a very long time to remember that rotation speed controllers existed, so we're just going to skip to that part. What if I just straight up took a rotation speed controller and, like, slowed the fan way down? Like, if we took the fan to 16, right? What would that do for our little contraption? Oh, that seems to make it a lot more consistent. Yeah, that seems to be way more consistent. Gotcha. So that's all we have to do. Awesome. That's not so bad. So now this stuff all has to go into campfires, huh? That moves pretty fast, but I feel like we only have to process one at a stack at a time, maybe? So if I just lined up, what is it, 16, right? That's a lot of campfire. That's a large amount of campfire. I can see why one would use a stove. Because that would be 6D stove. Okay, we'll do stoves. We'll do 10 stoves, right? 10 stoves, right? And I'm thinking we just take brass funnels. Boom, 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 boom. Right? And at the end of it, we just burn the excess. Right? Because, like, I feel like this has to produce a large amount, right? This cannot be a small amount of items. And then from here, we would just get belts underneath this guy. Okay. Do funnels not work on stoves? Can you not hopper into a stove? Oh no, that would be bad. Uh-oh. Can you hopper into a campfire? Why would you? Why would you be able to? Oh, wait a minute. Probably because it's the wrong thing. Right. It should probably be the right thing. That was dumb of me. I honestly think here we should use a millstone. With the way this whole thing is set up, this feels like a millstone kind of thing. Yeah, this should move pretty fast. Yep. Awesome. Okay. So then we can millstone, and then let's try out our little stove theory. And I suppose andesite funnels will work just as well since we're only doing one at a time. I think I broke it. Oh, that still doesn't... Okay. So you can't hopper into these. Well, you know... Can you, like, funnel in from the top? No. No, it has to be a deployer. Oy vey. I just want to use this time to say thank you so much to the members of this channel. They are helping this channel and me become closer and closer to becoming a full-time content creator. So if that's something you'd be interested in, subscribe and become a member.